Senator John Kerry will have a host of fellow Vietnam veterans with him tonight as he accepts the Democratic presidential nomination. One veteran who has been actively supporting Senator Kerry joins us now from Boston, Wayne Burton, a delegate from New Hampshire. Mr. Burton, Lieutenant Burton, Professor Burton, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the things you've been saying to support the senator. I know you say it's patriotic to question policies if you have questions.
I tell veterans that John Kerry has the values, he has the integrity that we need to actually accomplish what we set out to do in the Vietnam War, and that is to protect the Constitution of the United States. He allows Vietnam veterans to actually realize the dream of no more Vietnams. Secondly, for those who question what he did, I point to his record of protecting veterans in health care and hospitals and all the other things he's done for us.
His service was only 4 months over there because of his injuries. Do you think that weakens the case he's making?
John Kerry's 4 months in Vietnam, he experienced more severe combat than most of us did in a year. He was a walking pigeon. He was sent out to draw fire. His combat in Vietnam was the equivalent of anybody's who was there for any length of time, as far as I'm concerned. And he has 3 Purple Hearts to prove it and a Silver Star.
And you point out that when he came back, he didn't say that all GIs there were committing atrocities. He said the way the nation was waging the war was an atrocity. Is that the distinction we should understand?
Absolutely. What John did was what I always do, is you can disrespect the war without disrespecting the warriors. We had free fire zones. We had instructions on occasion to wipe out villages, even though we knew there were civilians in there. We had random artillery fire going. We had firefight fights where civilians may have been killed. That's what John was talking about. The rules of war we followed, to me, were contrary to the rules of war.
Now, you served in 68 and 69. Did it feel like it was going bad? Were you feeling that on the ground when you were there, or was that what you discovered after you got back?
We knew we were winning the war during the day and losing it at night. What the government was saying about what we were doing was far different from what we knew. Our unit in Dong Tam, where John was, by the way, many occasions, was under fire a lot. And we knew the same civilians that were helping us during the day were fighting with us at night. It was impossible to have a military operation resolve the issues in the Mekong Delta.
So should young people who are in the service now welcome this kind of experience, or should they fear feeling handcuffed by this very harsh experience and the knowledge of how harsh warfare is?
I didn't catch the first part of your question. I apologize.
If Senator Kerry wins the election, do people who are now in the service have to worry that he's going to call them back, or have them operate in a very narrow way?
If John Kerry wins this election, people in the military can celebrate. John Kerry's brought all of his men back in one piece, at least alive, and that's what he was known for, taking care of the troops. So if John Kerry is elected president, those people in the military, all of them, can celebrate the fact they have a commander-in-chief that will make sure they have the right equipment, they have the right training, and they have the right mission.
I'm a little surprised that some swift boat veterans, that's the kind of Navy patrol boat Kerry commanded, have been on a website criticizing him.
When you're an officer and a commanding officer, not every soldier is going to like what you did. I'm sure it's true in your organization and every else. But I've been with his boat crew. I was with him when John announced to a man, and they'll be on tonight, will tell you that John was an exceptional commander.
Well, we know that you may have foregone your opportunity to stand with him in order to speak to us this evening, and we're grateful for that. Wayne Burton, thank you for making time for us.
You're very welcome.